2 years since I've sat in front of a camera like this and talked to you guys and presented new music. It's been a while. Bedtime Stories was the last track that I released, and it's been a long time, but I haven't been doing nothing. That isn't me. I always work, and sometimes I work too much, and that gets me in other kind of trouble. But anyway, 2 years. And in those 2 years, I have just tried to push Trowfighter to the level that I wanted to be. I was 20 years old, Bedtime Story was just released, and that gave me a little push in the right direction. And also made clear to me what I wanted to do. And not only in like my career, music, but also in my personal life. The most beautiful thing that happened from 2022 till now, till the moment that I'm sitting here, and with everything that happened in my personal life, with the positive and the negative and the dark and the light, whatever. From that day, the day that I last recorded till now, my journey towards God has been something indescribable and something that I don't ever want to trade for anything. You know, there's this saying that God creates its strongest soldiers by giving them the hardest battles, and I can kind of vouch for that. Some battles have been hard, but every step of the way I knew that God was there with me. And you know, I always had the sense of like, oh, God is with us, but I didn't really know what it meant. I didn't really know knowing God and knowing Jesus in that sense. And for the past 2 years I have been seeking the truth and just trying to get to know Jesus. And it has been the most beautiful thing ever, for real. For as long as I can remember when I'm producing, I always have the Bible right here. And in the Bible, it's kind of cool, I still have the original drawings of the Monster in Me lyrics. So of course it's very special to me to have it here, and God is just everything for me in my life. If I lose God, I'm not myself anymore. If I lose Jesus, what am I? Like I said in the first line of Genesis, without God I am nothing. And that still stands, and it only has grown stronger. And that's the most beautiful thing about it. You know, since 2022 I've just went through so much, but there's one constant thing in those years, and that's been God. Of course you're gonna see that in my music. Some people, and especially in the hardstyle scene, I've read some Reddit posts on the hardstyle Reddit. Jesus is not that popular. That kind of puts me in a target. I understand that you have a lot of people that were hurt or have a general distance from God and Christianity and Jesus and all that. I just prayed to God and I was like, okay, use me. Let me be your voice to those people that can't actually hear you yet. And when I started producing again, I really just asked God to guide me. And that's what TROW24 is kind of. It's just like, okay, you know what? I'm not in control anymore. God is. So I trust Him completely to do the best thing for me. If it goes south and this is not the thing for me, that's fine. And I'll go do something else. But you know, I trust Him. And yeah, that's just it. You have like my personal and my faith and everything about it. But then you combine those two. And then you have like your personal life and your faith, and then you have music. And when you put those two together, you create something that is, for me, really beautiful and very therapeutic in a way, because like I said, it is my therapy, and it is writing about my life and creating those big orchestras and big music pieces. I love that. And I just said, F it, I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm just gonna do whatever God wants me to do, and also where my heart just takes me. I'm gonna just let go of all the guidelines. For Realm of Shadows, the project that is actually coming up first for this year, I created my first big orchestra piece, and I love that kind of music, like big orchestra pieces. And Hans Zimmer, John Carpenter, Danny Elfling, I believe what his name is. I wanted to learn, I wanted to understand that, and combining that with everything that I've been through. Like when I was mad or sad or really happy, put that in a big musical piece and visualize myself into that world, and then also combine that with like blazing hard kick drums and like a beautiful melody. That was what Trowfighter was all about. That was like a point for me when it all clicked and it all came together, because it just matched. And then after Realm of Shadows, Burning Skies, Into Those That Remain, and When the Walls Break Down, every track improves and every track expands, and you'll see it this year. But basically, if I had to put it in one sentence, what I've been doing for the past 2 years, improving myself as a person and learning to walk in faith with God, turn away from sin. And of course, if any Christians or any people that are curious are watching, I still sin. Everybody does, but that's why we need Jesus, because we all fail, no matter the sin. Maybe I'll do another video talking about that in more detail. But you know, it's been 2 crazy years, but you know, we've had a lot of lows and a lot of highs, and a lot has happened since 2022, since Bedtime Stories. Not only in my personal life, but also like career-wise, because my music just took a fucking 180. And I'm just really thankful for everything, and I'm just really hyped for what's coming. Yeah, there's nothing more to say really. People like it, then cool. And if people don't like it, that's fine also, because I know that I did the right thing in my heart, and I know that, I hope at least, that I'll make God proud with what I'm doing. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to like have a word with you guys about this. I hope the little kid from 10 years ago is proud of what he became, and I think he is, and that's a good feeling.